Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I still remain Charity, one of the beneficiaries of Skill Up Imo. So, I'll be talking about an assignment or a research that was given to us. That was given to us. So now we'll be looking at audience persona. We'll try to know what is audience persona and comparing to what ChatGPT gave to me. I'll just be doing a summary of what I got there understood from it. It was talking about that an audience persona means a detailed representative, an ideal kind of customer you have in mind, you know, that can represent other people instead of saying people or instead of saying parents. You just give a specific ideal kind of parents you are looking for. For example, Miss Aisha, a mother of SS2, a mother of a SS2 boy, you know, live at Lagos. hmm So that's really what audience persona means. For you as a business, for you as a digital marketer, instead of generalizing it, you can just give a specified kind of individual, individual on that particular product or that particular services that you are rendering. As I mentioned, an example, Miss Aisha, 45 years, lives at Lagos. And one of the struggles she has is that she wants her child, her SS2, SS3 boys to pass the exam. Mhm. So that is on that angle of audience persona. I think I've explained more on that. Getting a representative or the kind of customers you want. Yes. So now we'll be talking about the steps on how we can develop this audience persona. And one of the steps is to identify their demography, you know, the kind of population, their age, the age range, or will I say the kind of audience or the kind of range, upon them. So now, identifying this demography state that you need to know their name, know their age, know their occupation and where they are located, the place they stay, and to also know their social media handle where you can actually get them online. So now that is on that angle, identifying their demography. And number two is to understand their goals. Actually, what do they want to achieve at the end? What is their purpose? What is actually what they want, their objective on that angle. So as a digital marketer, you need to first identify their demography. Secondly, you understand their goals. So on the third angle, you understand what frustrates them most. You understand what frustrates them most, what give them struggle, what they cannot really, you know, go with, what keep them, in desperation, what is actually their need, what frustrates them most. So that's the third point of what you do. And moving to the next one, you need to really understand I've talked about what frustrates them, and also the number one fourth the number fourth one, studying their behavior. You need to really study their behavior both online, offline. Who do they follow? What kind of content do they watch? You know, that's the other thing you need to understand. So the fifth one there is that really honestly, the fifth one, the last step there, you need to understand what can influence them or what can actually make them not to take that decision of approaching you understand, what can actually influence them. So having said that, the steps, as I said, Number one, identify their demography, demography, their age and everything, and that is their data, getting their datas. uh And the second one I mentioned um is to understand their goals. Understand their goals. The third one is to understand what frustrates them the more, what frustrates them. And the fourth one, you study their behavior. And the fifth one is to understand what might influence them, or what might make influence them to buy your product, or what might actually make them not to uh, make up that decision. So what may actually influence them on making that decision. So this is what I have to say concerning this audience personnel, and the steps we can how we can develop this audience personnel. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.